Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the commanding officer, Officer Candace School, Colonel David C. Hyman, welcome to the Officer Candace School completion ceremony for Platoon Leaders Class Juniors, Company I. Please rise for the invocation given by Command Chaplain, Lieutenant Brandy Bennett, Chaplain Corps, United States Navy.
Let us pray. Almighty and ever-loving Creator, this morning we ask for your blessings and your presence here with us on Brown Field and in locations around the globe where friends and family have gathered online to celebrate the accomplishments of India Company. We come before you with pride in our hearts. We are proud of the accomplishments of these men and women. We are proud of the staff who have demonstrated remarkable flexibility and strength of mind and body in order to train them. In these unprecedented times, candidates and staff have faced challenges of every kind: mental, physical, and spiritual. We are grateful for your strength that has brought them through. As we celebrate the completion of 2 weeks of restriction of movement and 5 weeks of training, the candidates of India Company are now returning home changed. They are mentally tougher, physically stronger, and spiritually more resilient. Father, may they maintain the transformation that has begun. And no matter the challenges that may arise, please help them to be strong and courageous, to not be afraid nor discouraged, and to remember that you, the Lord our God, will be with them wherever they go. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Today's ceremony begins with the introduction of staff in support of Company I. Drill instructors leave an indelible impression on young Americans wherever Marines are born by fulfilling an essential and demanding role. They transform young men and women into smartly disciplined, physically fit, basically trained Marines who are thoroughly indoctrined in love of Corps and country. They demand of their recruits and demonstrate by their own example the highest standards of personal conduct, morality, and professional skill. Drill instructors must use their unique talents, skills, and experience to identify and evaluate leadership potential in their officer candidates. While not creating basic Marines, the discipline and understanding of the ethos of the Marine Corps instilled in the candidates is critical to the future of the Corps. Equally important is the awesome responsibility they assume by representing the Staff Non-Commissioned Officer Corps to a new generation of Marine leaders. The officers beside them are the platoon commanders, who are leaders chosen from every element of the Marine Corps, chosen because of their moral, mental, physical, and leadership qualities. These officers represent our school's motto, Ductus Exemplo, which is Latin for lead by example. Through the inspiring leadership and mentorship of their drill instructors, the candidates of Platoon Leaders Class Juniors have successfully completed a challenging program of instruction over the past 6 weeks. They have hiked more than 15 miles, ran 30 miles, executed hundreds of push-ups, received 40 hours of classroom instruction, and conducted 10 hours of close order drill. The men and women standing in front of you are the drill instructors and platoon commanders who push these candidates past their perceived limitations to help them accomplish their goal of becoming a United States Marine. Ladies and gentlemen, the drill instructors and platoon commanders of Company I. Each cycle, from among a group of highly professional staff non-commissioned officers, one drill instructor distinguishes themselves from their peers. This drill instructor is the one who, in the opinion of their seniors and peers, best demonstrates the balance between taskmaster and mentor. The hospital corpsman is also a vital part of the staff here at Officer Candidate School, providing quality care for both the staff and the candidates. The first relationship between the hospital corps and the United States Marines was established in 1898, when hospital corpsmen were assigned to the Marine Corps Expeditionary Battalion, which landed at Guantanamo Bay during the Spanish-American War. The Navy Hospital Corps is the only all-enlisted corps in the United States military and one of the oldest ratings in the Navy. It's also the most decorated. 22 Medals of Honor have been awarded to corpsmen. Corpsmen have become an integral part of the Marine Corps. They go everywhere the Marines go, supporting every mission. From amongst a skilled group of corpsmen, one distinguishes themselves from their peers. Additionally, each cycle, from amongst the groups of highly professional academic instructors, one is identified as the instructor who has distinguished themselves from their peers. Furthermore, every cycle, a Marine is selected as the Eagle Award recipient, who has selflessly and substantially contributed to the support and training of the officer candidates. These Marines and sailors are the ones who, in the opinion of their seniors and peers, as well as the candidates, best demonstrate the passing of knowledge between instructor and student.
Forward, march!
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Hyman and Sergeant Major Belinsky, the commanding officer and Sergeant Major of Officer Candidate School, will now present these awards.
And salute. Morning, sir. Ready? Two.
In recognition of his performance, Gunnery Sergeant Mabe of Company I will receive the Marine Corps Association Outstanding Drill Instructor of the Cycle Award. In recognition of her performance, HM2 Salazar of Company I will receive the Marine Corps Association Outstanding Corpsman of the Cycle Award. In recognition of his performance, Captain Vincent of the Academic Section will receive the Marine Corps Association Academic Instructor of the Cycle Award. In recognition of his performance, PFC Mendez of the S1 section will receive the Eagle Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for these Marines and sailors.
Pause. And salute. Morning, sir. Ready? Two. Right. Please. Forward, march! Dude, all President, get aboard! Hey, all President, get aboard!
candidates approaching the reviewing stand are to be honored for their outstanding achievement while undergoing training and evaluation here at Officer Candidate School over the past 6 weeks.
Detail. Halt. Right. Face.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Hyman and Sergeant Major Belinsky, the commanding officer and Sergeant Major of Officer Candidate School, will now present these awards.
And salute. Morning, sir. Ready, two.
United States Marine Corps Commandant's Trophy for PLC. The United States Marine Corps' Commandant's Trophy is awarded to the candidate with the overall highest average in the platoon leaders class. The trophy was initiated in 1957 to recognize members of the platoon leaders class who have distinguished themselves at summer training. The candidate's university will receive the traveling trophy when a representative of the Commandant presents it to that university. The platoon leaders class recipient for platoon leaders class juniors is candidate Bishop from 1st Platoon, who attends University of Texas, Permian Basin. She attained an overall average of 95.98%. Gung Ho Award. The Gung Ho Award is presented to the candidate who is voted most gung ho by their peers in the company. The Gung Ho Award recipient for Platoon Leaders Class Juniors is candidate Darrell from 3rd Platoon. Royal Marine Trophy. The Royal Marine Trophy is a revolving award presented to the platoon of the Platoon Leaders Class Juniors that attains the highest total points for physical training. The Company I recipient is 2nd Platoon. Presenting the award is Color Sergeant Burley, Royal Marine, Physical Training Advisor for Officer Candidate School. Officer Candidate School Physical Fitness Award. The Officer Candidate School Physical Fitness Award is presented to the candidate who has achieved the highest physical training average. The Platoon Leaders Class Juniors recipients are candidate Gramberg from 1st Platoon. She attained a physical fitness average of 100%. And candidate Randolph from 2nd Platoon. He attained a physical fitness average of 98.98%. Additional awards. Additional platoon achievements were awarded following key events during training. The Company Close Order Drill Award was awarded to 3rd Platoon. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for our award recipients.
House. And salute. Morning, sir. Ready, two. Face. Forward. Punch.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commanding officer of Officer Candidate School, Colonel Hyman.
Hey, good morning. Hey, humble good morning for the staff that's here today. I recognize the elephant in the room is that our stands aren't filled today with normally would be our greatest supporters. That would be the family and friends joining us for today's completion ceremony. But I can stand here today and proudly say this will be the last closed, restricted graduation ceremony or completion ceremony for the PLC Platoon Leaders class here at OCS. So I want to first off say, hey, it's great weather today. So thanks, Chaplain, for all that you did to help us phone a friend to make this happen. I'm going to move over here to thank and acknowledge the family, friends, and parents for their support, their encouragement. Thank you very much for raising and making great young men and women. And thank you for encouraging them and supporting them on their journey to become a Marine Corps officer. I also recognize that many of you had an opportunity to follow your candidate, your son, your daughter on Facebook. A lot of the images that you saw was due to the great work of two amazing Marines that covered multiple courses and hundreds of miles just to capture those photos so that you can maybe get a small glimpse of what your candidate was doing and overcoming here at Officer Candidate School. I can assure you this, they were trained hard and they demonstrated everything that I had expected them to do to meet the standard to be here today as part of our completion ceremony. So while I regret not being able to welcome you all and meet you all here, I sincerely invite each and every one of you to come back when your candidate, your son, your daughter graduates from PLC seniors. I'd like to turn now to recognize a few members of the staff for a few sections. First off, I'll start by saying I want to say thank you to this entire support team here at OCS. That includes the Transportation Support Platoon and all the warriors there and all the work they do. That includes the Marines assigned to our S4 section. That includes the Marines and sailors over at the ROM site. That includes our entire OCS medical team and our athletic trainers, who without a doubt are a critical enabling capability for us to accomplish our mission here at OCS. So thanks for your hard work, your never quit attitude, and doing everything that you can to preserve and allow us to have a safe training environment. For Major Davis, First Sergeant Fletcher, and the entire India Company staff, and most notably the sergeant instructors, I appreciate all the hard work, the countless hours, the immeasurable energy that you put into ensuring that the Marine Corps continues to produce quality leaders for the Marines. And while it was a very short period of instruction compared to the norm, your impact and your influence on these candidates was just as meaningful. They will remember you, they will talk about you, they will laugh with you, and they will respect you for years to come. And sincerely, I appreciate all that you've done down in the trenches to ensure the Marine Corps continues to make Marines and to win our nation's battles. So forgive me while I turn my attention now to why we're here today. Good morning, India Company. Good morning, sir. Hey, look, this will be short, but I will tell you, each of you are here today for various reasons as to why you wanted to earn the title and become a United States Marine Corps officer. They vary just like your experiences here at Officer Candidate School. But I will tell you this, you now have a shared fellowship and a shared spirit of camaraderie with the entire platoon leader class for juniors in summer 2021. For each of you together have accomplished a significant milestone on your journey to become a United States Marine Corps officer. Each of you have earned your place in the formation today. We started with 169 candidates, and 135 of you are here today. And why you're here today is because you have demonstrated everything that I have expected of you when you showed up. You have demonstrated exemplary character. You have demonstrated physical and mental toughness. You have demonstrated a war-fighting spirit. You have demonstrated ability to decide, communicate, and act. And most importantly, you have demonstrated leadership potential. When you leave Brownfield today, your journey isn't over. When you cross those railroad tracks and you head home to your families who will welcome you with open arms and congratulate you, or back to your schools, you face your toughest mental challenge yet. And that is whether or not you are still committed to your personal goal to lead Marines. We talked about this yesterday during the Sustaining the Transformation discussion. You have to define your end state. And if you define your end state, and that includes serving and leading Marines, you know the path you must take. We also talked about a way in which you stay on that path. You fortify your strengths, you improve your weaknesses by taking advantage of the opportunities to improve. And most importantly, you quickly identify those threats that impede your journey on your path to reach your end state to becoming a Marine Corps officer. You are here today because you have demonstrated leadership potential. I affirm this in each and every one of you. You have answered the call, and you have given everything that you have to become part of something bigger than yourself. And for that, you have my immense respect. But know this, you are only at halftime. I challenge you all to continue to stay on your journey, and I welcome you all back for Platoon Leaders Class Seniors either next summer or the summer after. God bless you all, and Semper Fidelis.
Copy. Attention. Sir, this concludes today's ceremony. Sir. 2 minutes. Dismiss. Go. 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the completion ceremony for